You are so much sexier than you think you are. You're like apologizing for being like the environment. What? I'm going to talk a little bit about crowdfunding because I think that there is no lack of innovation in the UK at all. And a lot of it is about getting access to finance, the right kind of finance in the right form and at the right time. And it's also about finding the right people and the distribution channel and the partners to take these innovations to market. Very few innovations grow organically from the ground up and just get a little bit bigger every year and come to market over 5 years. There's very often a catalyst, a partnership, an opportunity, an event, which helps it jump to the scale at where it needs to be. And crowdfunding is really just a large number of people with a small amount of money giving you the backing for your business. I've been to a fair few angel events now, and we're beginning to form a small but, yes, beautifully formed group of ex-entrepreneurs who've come good, who are now ready to plough some money back into the next generation of innovators as they come through. We've kind of been lacking it a bit compared to Silicon Valley, where a lot of those tech entrepreneurs are funded by the Skypes and the giffgaffs and the big boys. But Silicon Roundabout is the beginning of something different there, if you can afford to work on it. But the 2 reasons to consider crowdfunding. First of all, it's quick and gives you access to the money that you need. But secondly, it's not just the financial backing. It's the backing of a group of people who really like your business. They don't put their money in just because they genuinely think they're going to get a 20 times return on what happened. They do it because they understand your sector and they like the idea. And it can be the smallest amount of money that somebody puts into your company and they still feel like you're completely aligned. I did Escape the City as a recruitment website to help people get out of the city. And that feels worthwhile from my perspective. And I put 200 quid in. And for the last 4 years, I have used Escape the City for all of my recruitment because I own 0.00002% of that firm, you understand. The alignment is beautiful and it's the most immediate way to potentially connect, not just with investors, but potential users. So please, if you're looking at something south of £1 million, where it's important that people understand why that flood risk is real and we should give a shit about it. If you're making a product that people can use in their homes, if you can fundamentally shift the costs or the risks of a small business, let the people who will benefit from your innovation be the ones to fund it. And for every one who invests, 7 will look at it. And that sounds like free marketing, a good thing from my point of view. So I'm just going to finish with the different forms of crowdfunding as I'm here. I mean, the challenge I think we have in relying on a government and our current government, and I run a crowdfunding platform that only raises projects for feed-in tariff-based renewable energy projects. So I've got a lot of time in my hands currently because there's no projects and there's no investor confidence left. Hey-ho. But we are at a stage now where I think we are close to an inflection point where the general public begins to understand and see that these are real environmental challenges ahead. Now, energy is what I call the porn of the environmental sector. You know, whenever you have new innovations in technology and funding, I built BritishAirways.com in the 90s, and the first search engine was called GOD, was Global Online Direct, and we were the first advertisers to be in the top search engine. I proudly went to my CEO with a piece of paper going, look, we were in the top 10 of what would have been the Google. And he pointed out that the other 9 websites were porn websites, and possibly this wasn't the ideal branding situation to be in. But porn does tend to drive innovation. Porn and gambling is working. So energy was the porn, right? It's over. The Conservatives, who I met with in depth yesterday, apologies in advance to all of the blue voters, I'll try and keep my eyes down, were very clear that they felt that subsidy is not the way to grow the market. But equally, Andrea Leadsom is hugely supportive of innovation that brings jobs and bring growth. And yes, where's my colleague in the jazzy suit with the check? Has he gone? They want exports, right? That is the mot du jour. So if in doubt, whatever you're building, it's going to be exported in 3 years' time. There are huge pots of money which are available in Innovate UK. There are organisations like Granttree which will go and do the applications for you. That early stage money, I think, is less of an issue. But if you can raise it in such a way that you raise awareness at the same time and you connect with the people who are either going to vote for or against the policies that support it, or who will be the users, or who will watch the storms and the floods on TV and go, bloody hell, this is getting a bit serious. Possibly we should maybe invest in this. You will gather public support. You will demonstrate the sexiness of the environmental industry. And ultimately, not only will your idea get funded, but you'll become part of that ecosystem, which makes it easier for the rest of us to do it. So if in doubt, we think we should do it together and try and bring as many people along at the same time. I repeat, you are sexier than you think you are.